Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show, the number one comedy business podcast in the world. Pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with real raw dog talk.
Guys, stop it. Hate it.
Write me some new.
Grossing me out already, bro.
Write me some new copy, bro.
Writing your no.
That's Eric. I'm Law. We're 2020's best small medium enterprise business advisory podcast in the United States.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep.
Pronunciation.
Just mumble like you've got a lot of marbles in your mouth. 2021's best podcast and streaming entertainment studio, Eastern United States Media Innovator Awards 2021, hosted by, you guessed it, Corporate Vision Magazine.
Obviously.
Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Smash that subscribe button.
What?
Come on, where's Lizzo? I'll say an apology like Lizzo.
No, because then we gotta stop doing the cuss words right in the beginning, right?
That's true. We're sponsored by...
Suck my pussy from behind.
I'm
Ooh,
gonna just do it then.
she said it, not us.
Yeah, we didn't say it.
Right. We're the home of the dick tie logo. This episode sponsored by all our sponsors. TryExpressVPN.com/sweat. Get you 3 months free off an annual plan. Don't get tracked by big data. You want the next one's Entrepreneur's Phone. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. $75 off an annual plan. That's like almost a ticket to Disneyland.
Almost.
That's the Entrepreneur's
kid's
Phone
ticket.
line. Try grasshopper.com/sweat, like he sweat. And lastly, the Disruptor in the Eyeglass Sunglass game. You can get your prescription glasses and only pay like $95, starting at $95. WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. Get some. Let's do it. Howdy toddy.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
I'm in a silly mood.
You are? Me
A bit of
too.
a silly mood.
Let's get silly, buddy. Good start,
Just
right?
Yep, that's how we do it. That's why we're number one, guys. That's how we do things. Well, we got a nugget from a personal story you've got. I got a bitch about one thing real quick.
Sure, let's do that.
I've been throwing this out. I've noticed more and more when we've talked to guests and stuff, and it's like I'm really honing in on like we as people, as humans, bad communicators.
Yes.
Like really
Yes.
bad in text form.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So like, I ran into another stand-up comic like walking in downtown Tampa just randomly, and he was going for a jog, and we just started talking about something. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to work a bit out." I was like, "Yeah, I like doing that when I go for a walk or a jog or whatever." He's like, he was telling me about this argument with him and his girl, and I was like, the almost all arguments I've had are how texts are read
Yeah.
or emails are read
Sure. Yeah.
by a female.
Oh,
It's
I'm not saying that.
well, I'm saying in personal life. I'm saying like I used to get in fights all the time. It's like I can't think of a really good on stage scenario yet, but like I've definitely had this conversation. It's like,
Thank you for sharing with the podcast audience.
well, I can't think of a good scenario, but I'm saying like I will. I had one in real life that was like, I picked your friend Jeanette up from the airport, and it was like, what is this shit?
Right.
You're saying like I picked up your friend Jeanette. I'm like,
Jeanette.
what the fuck? I was like,
Picked her up big time.
I will.
Yeah.
I text you because of this whole fighting for how you read something.
Right.
How you added something into it that I just think of me texting you as like
A robot.
like like an autistic robot. Like
Right.
Very
Who just wants you to laugh at him.
right. Just
Assume it's a joke.
on the
That would really help the
Ask-
two of us out personally. Assume it's all a joke.
right.
That would really be good.
Asperger's robot.
Yes.
Like that's how like yeah I have to text
Clown.
anybody
Asperger's
I've been
robot clown.
I've been with.
That's a good band name.
Not bad. Not bad. It's got legs. Make
Yeah.
a shirt.
Yeah. That'll never fly though. Not with the robot crowd.
That's true. Well, and everybody is kind of scared of them. Like China right now,
Well, sure. I don't want to piss them off either.
or
they're gonna be
China.
in charge
We're
of us.
number one in China.
Who? What?
This
The
podcast,
show?
yeah.
Oh, definitely. And North
Well,
Korea.
look, if anybody can get anything out of
North
this
Korea,
podcast,
Kim Jong. We're not pushing it to the guy, but it's obvious. We can download the charts. We get them.
what charts?
We get them sent to us.
Yeah. We're big.
podcast charts.
We are big in
We
North
totally
Korea.
get those.
That's a fact. Well, Libsyn shows you everything. If you
Yeah.
use them as a podcast. So look, if anybody can glean anything out of this show, it's be scared of Chinese people now.
right.
We're the number one podcast in North Korea. Comedy business.
Ignore everything we say about Asia in general.
And the Chinese you're scared of today are the robots of tomorrow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's scary and profound.
Yeah. Robots don't have a 100-year plan.
No, they don't need it.
Right.
They're like, we'll do it the next day before.
How pissed are Chinese people going to be when robots
I-
just are like bots? They're like, that's what we do. That's our shit. Like we make stuff.
There's
They're going to be so
There's
upset.
Chinese artists, free thinkers out there. They're not allowed to say it or do any of it.
They can't listen to this.
No.
Look, the only people that they use ExpressVPN. They log into
Yes.
an American
Offer code
IP,
sweat.
so they can't get tracked. You have to use a VPN in China if you're using this.
Yeah, they're not allowed to have those either. in
VPNs?
China.
Yeah, but you can sneak it.
Oh.
They're not
Always
very-
good. Oh,
They're not very cool about it, I heard.
Right, yeah. I'm sure the consequences of that are minor.
I don't know. Remember like that story in Singapore, the American kid that are we okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
What? What?
I thought something was messed up on the computers.
No. Thanks for paying attention, though.
Remember the American kid that graffitied in Singapore and they caned him?
No, but
in
I
public?
believe it. Yes, they're.
I'm starting to think like
They take
Singapore
their
was like-
community cleanliness very seriously.
I'm starting to think Singapore pushed that out there to be like, don't fuck with us if you're a visitor in our place.
Oh, that's actually
And China probably does it and doesn't really celebrate it.
right.
As a
Singapore
warning?
was like, we should say we do that.
Right.
'Cause Singapore is really clean. I mean, they have
Yeah, but
nothing,
it's
no
like
garbage.
I heard it's like
whatsoever.
what you hear about like Dubai or whatever. It's like same thing, super city, super clean, but crazy restrictions.
Yeah. Good luck getting drunk.
I'm drunk on life.
No, I mean there in Dubai, I don't think you can.
I can get drunk on life there.
Okay. Yeah, different life.
Woo, hot goss. You want to do
Bro,
it?
you just offended half the fucking world.
What do you mean,
I'm sorry.
dude? Don't be like woke person. Hear buzzwords.
I'm not a being scared person.
What about what?
The
They're Chinese-
Chinese
they're-
robots you just said.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about the hybrid.
Jeez.
There's gonna be a
Okay.
hybrid era probably at some point.
I don't know. We're gonna have
Well,
to figure
where
out
are all the
how to
children
act.
going to work?
Right. I mean, I guess they use those for fuel somehow.
How are we going to get our iPhones made? What's going on?
Hmm.
Shout out to Foxconn. Shout out Foxconn.
We will probably somehow be the iPhones for the robots.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna flip it.
that
Be like,
actually
see how you like it, fucko.
that actually is like some kind of theory about like future stuff like that. Like
Really?
the robot will be basically like pets to the robots.
Oh well, yeah, but not cell phones. Not nearly that useful.
Oh no.
Just the time and energy suck.
Do you know anybody that's as useful as an iPhone?
No.
Right.
No.
That thing's like a mega computer in your pocket.
Sure.
Can we? Speaking of which, I hate that meme. It's a business meme. Everybody's seen it. It's one of those ones to like. It's like, buy a new iPhone, $1,000, $999. Start a business, $999. Like go out to eat, $250. Put money into yourself. Like this shit where it's like, have you seen? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, what is the point of it? What are they getting at?
It's like
I'm gonna shit on it too.
you're
I'm sure, but I just
you're
don't
spending
know
money in the
exactly what to shit
wrong areas.
on. Oh, right,
Like you're spending your effort.
right. That
basically.
whole thing where it's like you're wasting your money if you go out to dinner.
Right.
I've seen
but-
people who will
all right.
kill other people if they don't go out to dinner once a month.
Are we able to put this on the video? No.
No, we are not able to magically put your screen on the computer.
We've only been doing this like 5 years. And
I know, and you're getting less interested in how
no,
it works.
Well, teach me. All right, so this is Russell Brunson, like Twitter. I saw it on LinkedIn. I've seen it a bunch. I fucking hate it.
Russell Brand,
No, Russell Brunson.
Richard Branson.
His number is 208-231-3797.
He's a nobody. All right, what is the thing?
It's been shared. I've seen it so much. It's
Oh.
start a business, $999, too much. Buy an iPhone, $999, no problem. Healthy groceries, $100, too much. Dinner and dessert, $100, no problem. Watch Netflix, 2 hours, one more episode. Learn a new skill, 2 hours, no time. Life is about choices. Stop blaming the lack of opportunity. Okay, I agree with the sentiment of it. I fucking hate it because it's not true.
I actually don't think I agree with the sentiment
Well,
of this judgy sort of like
I
people spending money on certain things is their own way of mentally feeling better about whatever, you know, just like their own enjoyment. Like some people just enjoy different things that cost different amounts of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sure, but I'm saying I think who he's talking to are like you and I have been, I think, but more or less a lot of people that want to do, you know, kind of who we want to talk to for our audience is people who want to do their own business, right? So do their own thing, like turn what you're passionate about into your own hustle or whatever. And so I think it's one of those things where I agree with like who this is supposed to talk to, the people that make excuses why they can't get stuff going. That I think that's what it's really about. So like the life is about choices. Stop blaming lack of opportunity. I kind of agree with that.
But it's like the very first thing he says: start a new business, $999. Buy a new iPhone, $999. You know what's really hard to do in business?
That's what pisses me off.
Is not having a phone.
Well,
You need that's not a choice.
yeah.
You're not making you don't make a choice between
If
the
you're-
business and the iPhone. Like that's part of it.
If you're a tradesman and have your own
Or
thing,
maybe it's the same
you
thing.
basically just work off a phone.
Sure. Well,
You
I
never
mean,
sit
like,
down on a laptop or anything.
well, yeah. I mean, like lots of things, but there's intrinsic costs to
So,
starting this stuff up.
What
no
makes me
matter what.
makes me mad is the stuff on the side to make it sound like it's like start a business, $999. What fucking business is that?
Right.
Like what
What does that mean? Start a business?
Yeah,
You're
start-
talking about filing the paperwork.
Right.
Is that all you mean?
You want an
Incorporating? Great.
LLC, depending on what state you're in, right there, $150.
Right, and
you
that's
know.
you doing it all yourself.
Right.
Knowing how to do it, obviously, because everybody's born to know how to do that.
And then like, what's the business? Is it a service? Like,
Right.
or you start a lemonade stand at $999 would be crazy. Like, what business? A Pog, like trade company?
Pog, like the slammer pogs?
Yeah. Like,
Okay. Sure.
I'm trying to think like, what could you start? with
Not much.
That much.
Not much. I mean, it would have to be an online something or other. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
and your point actually, ironically, it'd be a tax write-off for the business if you bought an iPhone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the very first one, I'm like, I'm done listening to you. What the hell are you talking about?
This has been copied.
Oh
like,
man, I started this new business. Too bad nobody can call me
right.
because I had to choose between the business and the iPhone.
They can go to trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Get hooked up. Yeah,
On
mid-roll.
what computer though?
It's called a mid-roll read, guys. Professional. Healthy groceries. Healthy groceries. $100. But
No.
for what? For
No.
3 days? Like,
No. Like, dude, yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
go to Whole Foods. See how far that 100 goes. Right.
yeah.
And then like dinner and dessert is $100. Like if you get away with $100 tab like on a date night,
Sure. And you're drinking?
right?
Yeah. That's,
You're at like a fried chicken hut, basically.
yeah.
Like $100 is nothing going
Right.
out for dinner for two.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate that meme so much.
And then watch Netflix for 2 hours.
Coming after you, Richard Branson.
Richard Brunson, Russell
Okay.
Brunson.
Okay.
You made me fuck it up.
Russell Brand.
It's in front of my face and I fucked it up. Watch Netflix 2 hours, one more episode. Learn a new skill 2 hours. What fucking new skill could you learn in 2 hours
Right.
that is profitable? Like,
Right.
like, yeah, you might learn how to like stack cups.
Yeah.
The trend of 3 years ago for
Into
kids.
yeah. Are you saying practice a new skill, or you got to learn the whole thing in 2 hours?
Learn like the
Because no skill you learn in 2 hours, like you said, is going to do you any good, really. Like, I mean, then it's just a life hack if you can learn in 2 hours.
but a skill implies that you are an expert
Right.
at this thing you're doing.
Right. It
Right.
should be, what is it, 10,000 hours?
Right. And
Watch-
look, you can make Netflix that probably how much people watch
I
Netflix.
probably watch 10,000 hours of Netflix. Who knows? I'm just, it's
Maybe
like,
a really good Netflix watcher.
But, right, baby.
That's
you're
your
That's
skill.
your skill. Is paying attention at Netflix.
Man, that'd be a sad funeral if that's like number one
You
on
really
the roll.
loved
on
skipping
your-
those intros.
That's number one on the bio.
Yeah.
He loved.
You love the Jacksonville Jaguars and Netflix.
He used to love
Sad life.
making fun of the. Are you watching still? Because he is. Oh man, yeah. That's when you get buried in jorts.
Yes.
That's that character we made.
Yes. Take that, Jacksonville.
Suck on that, Duval County.
Away from the Duval.
Mm-hmm. Largest city
What?
in the country.
Land-wise.
Land-wise. Fun fact.
Yes.
And Leonard Skinner buried somewhere there.
Nobody knows where, though.
They kind of don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people used to go over and try to dig them up or something. So they had to like move them 5 times or something crazy.
Sounds shady.
Some people are weird about that with celebrities and whatnot. Hey,
Do stuff to the body?
if I go before I can get this in a will, you have to promise Viking funeral for me. If I don't have a body, you gotta just like kind of put a mannequin in.
What do you mean if you don't have a body?
Like, let's say I just like get just obliterated. By a
Okay, if you get obliterated, that's already badass enough.
yeah,
Mission
that would be
accomplished.
sweet.
I'll say, like, listen,
No.
this is what I'll do. I'll play this clip.
I still want to
I'll
be
say, Law wanted to have Viking funeral, but unless I get obliterated, and I'll say, listen,
okay. Deal,
this tops it.
because that's a lot of work. You got to
Viking
get a
funeral.
canoe.
It would have been pathetic.
No.
You'd be
I still
shooting
want it.
arrows at your dead body. It would've
No,
taken all
everybody
day.
gets to.
Well, I get the first one.
Everybody gets arrows. Yeah, you're coordinating it, so you can go.
Well,
Everybody
that's-
1, and then you count it. You go. I'm going to count to 3.
No.
On 3, do it, and then on 1, you get to shoot yours.
Okay. Yeah, but now they know. They're
Yeah.
not going to shoot on 2.
Yeah, it's a power move. Right before you say 3, you shoot it out. That's a
I'll
dad
just
move.
beat the shit out of your dead body in the other room before we put it on the boat.
You can cremate me. Put it. I just want a boat to burn in the water. That's all.
Sure. Yeah.
Put me
Okay.
in the river near Cleveland, and good chance the river will go on fire too.
No.
Do you know that happened?
No, but we can't leave you in Cleveland.
No, but the river, that place sucked so bad, the river went
The
on
river
fire.
tried to kill itself.
The river, the thing of water.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how much shit
That's-
was in the water.
I mean,
the floating on the
yeah.
top. Just
Oh, that's scary.
woo.
People live there and drink the water somehow.
So we got a sweat equity exclusive.
What's that?
Well-
Which one?
Well, you
Which
tell me
one?
which one you want to go with.
Fucking dick.
I don't
Right
know.
before I was like, just pick whichever one you want. Wait, we could talk about how I got engaged. Let's get that out,
Woo,
of the
woo.
way. Ew.
Yeah.
Hold on, I fucking hold on. Do
Bye.
it again. I'm not gonna cut it, but I got engaged. It's going down. Wait. What the fuck? All right. Well, the
Are you so-
celebration was supposed to be more than that.
You're so elated.
Yeah.
Look at your face.
But yes.
You're just pumped.
Friend of the program, Jasenia Rojas, and I are gonna get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back a few episodes last like
Yeah.
20. She's been on a couple times, 3
Yeah.
times, something like that.
You can see
Y'all were working
making
on.
googly eyes.
Well, it's interesting, kind of business, kind of not. It didn't bring you together, but it kind of formed a better relationship. Y'all working on stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah, sure. She's awesome. I'm not gonna complain about.
She's great.
I
Yeah,
know.
but you did it. What I thought was interesting and almost felt impulsive, like last minute. I need to get video of this, but
Okay.
you did it in the studio.
Yeah, so I wanted a unique way of doing it, and I did. I think It was basically, was it it was a Tuesday, right?
Hmm?
Because you came over right after.
Yes.
Did we
We were
might have recorded a podcast after
No,
that.
we were going to, and then I was like, we're not going to record after you guys just got
Oh.
engaged. Like I
Okay.
came over to do it. You kept saying we have to reschedule like a couple things, which you never really do.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, we'll just do one at like 7:30 at night. We usually try to go like 6 to
Right.
8:30,
Yes.
something like that. So when I was like, you're canceling shit, what's going on?
But you were here that.
I
you did
came
come-
over at the
okay.
time. You did it right before.
Yeah.
You did it like
Yes.
10 minutes before I got over here
Yeah.
to record, and I was like, we're not recording.
Yeah. I don't even remember what she had gone out to. She had gone out to do something, and got dressed up in our. I got a white suit for headshots for later that you need to get in on.
Yeah, it's very.
By the way.
This show is very intertwined into the story.
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
You'll be like, oh, this fits right in. You won't even be able to tell. Like, if you scroll through the scroll bar at the bottom and you're not paying attention, it's not going to be obvious when the proposal part is.
The-
You'll be like, well, no. Okay.
except you're wearing a suit.
Yeah.
You look like a cocaine dealer from '92,
That is the nerves. For
Oh, man.
sure.
and your face. Yeah,
And I do not.
isn't it funny? Your memory, you block some of this out a little bit because you're so nervous. You filmed mine when I did it.
Oh, yeah.
For my
Yeah.
first wife, but it was like it was one of those things where I was like, I've never been more nervous. Like it was like a telltale heart.
That's what I told you. It was like, we do this all the time. Podcasting is fun.
Yeah,
That shit was unnerving.
I hate. It felt like the telltale heart, where it's just in your
Yeah.
pocket, like you just want
Yes.
to bust it out and just get done with it.
Yeah.
But you have to act cool.
part of the video you can't like, because I did record it and I have a video clip of it. I'm not playing the whole thing because it's cringy for me to hear it. I can't even imagine.
Why? It's cute.
The whole thing is, but whatever. I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
The end. But as I'm doing it, I couldn't figure out a way to like just have it ready to bust out the ring. So I sat here and I had it tucked in between my knee
And
and
your
my
knee- like your
like
knee
behind
pit.
my calf and my knee pit
Yeah.
the whole time.
And your
Until-
knee pit?
Yes. Think about it. I didn't want to be like, because I'm wearing a jacket too. I didn't want to have to dig into that
No, I'm
thing
just-
or pull up, stand up and pull out. So
You're
I
like-
was like,
You're
do
like
it.
the Chinese magician in The Prestige.
oh, thank you.
That just,
What?
He does it like he fakes like he has a bad walk, like a bad step, like he's ridden a horse forever or something.
Right.
So he can do one goldfish trick. It's like you held this pose with. I know what you're talking about. Like you had to
Yes.
hold your knee tight,
Mm-hmm.
extra tight too.
Yes.
Because you're like can't fuck this up. You only get one shot at it,
Right.
and you didn't want to be. If it fell on the ground,
Right.
how much of a bummer would that?
I know. And it
You've
would have
been
been on camera. It fucking would have been on tape. Like, yeah, send it to Tosh.
Such a human thing that could happen, but like
right.
for whatever reason, it would ruin the whole thing.
It could, but like looking back, it's like it was not gonna get ruined. I mean, it would be fine either way. But to make it special, it's
This is
you
a
don't want that
10.
shit to happen.
Well, this is a 10, and I'm saying like if it
Oh,
falls
man.
out of your knee pit, it's like it's a 4 or 5.
yeah. Well,
But you had all the equipment set up in here, so the
yeah.
room.
So I was like, hey, when you get back, I need you to help me check some microphones. And she's like, that's weird. I don't need her help checking microphones. What does that even mean? And there's. I'm ready to play this. It's only 47 seconds, so there's like 6 minutes of me dicking around and just dancing around. The
I'll watch
subject.
that part
No,
later.
you won't. You won't watch it. I know you won't. If you haven't watched it yet, you're not gonna. Because
I didn't know if I was allowed to.
no, you're allowed to.
Well, I saw it in our Vimeo library.
I don't know.
A bunch of
there's
videos.
A bunch of people.
Okay.
I assumed you knew that. All right, I'm just gonna. Jess, whoa, will you marry me? Whoa.
Oh, you spit it out fast, dude.
No, that was like I said. There's 6 minutes of
Preamble.
preamble.
This is cute.
Don't say
What
no. What?
You bullied her into a marriage?
No, because she said, "Shut up, no."
But
And at this
all it
point
comes
is-
on the mics and says,
Right.
You tell me.
I mean, For the record, for the listener.
You gotta say an answer.
Of course, you stupid.
There.
Say your microphone good.
Of course.
You looked in the camera like Zach Morris.
Time out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, what did she say? I couldn't even hear it. I didn't think about it. What I started to say, no. What I started to say
Just play it a
was
couple times.
that at a clip is not meant. I didn't really like.
You didn't clip it
I
out.
did that like 5 seconds
Right.
before we started.
No
So
one's,
I'm sorry.
no one's judging your editing skills.
So I'm still waiting on her to answer
Mm-mm.
yes or no. No.
Well, it's funny because she's like, what gets picked up on the mic, it sounds like you're yelling her into an engagement.
Pick an answer.
What are you talking
I
about,
know.
bitch? Do it.
Well, I heard her say no, and that's yes. You know that.
Well, yeah.
A
You know,
proposal.
you know the rule when girls say no, they
I
mean
knew what
yes.
she meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
No,
then-
she's such in shock.
right.
You know,
And then I think she said shut up, and then
you stupid.
of
She went
course,
Rosie
stupid.
Perez
I
on
know, I know.
you.
Fun.
Of course, you stupid.
I know. It was fun.
The Cuban side turned out
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
So where you know, where you getting married? What are you
I
doing?
don't know. We got to do that part of it.
Mm.
The other part, getting married part.
Are you gonna try to get it quick and dirty? You know, you're gonna do a big thing. What are you thinking?
We don't know. I mean,
You're working on the
might be
business first.
big. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, al dente tastings. You're
Right.
working
there's
on that. So,
There's a bunch of stuff going on. A lot of moving parts.
so y'all are working on
but-
that brand and really building that up. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, especially
It's, you know,
family business, dude.
I
didn't even
know.
think about that.
I know. But I'm not. You know, I'm like, yo, whenever you want. I don't necessarily. I don't need a big thing. She doesn't either. I mean, but still, it'll be. I actually kind of want it. Weddings are fun.
Yeah, use
Especially if it's your own.
right. Like I love the New
You
Orleans
get the
style.
redo?
Yeah,
Like-
you get it. This time you'll get it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Remix.
No,
yeah,
they-
I mean, it's.
I think it's. Wait, did someone get dibs on officiating?
Yeah, Serena Faison.
God damn it! I already asked that. I knew that.
You knew it.
Our number one guest of the show.
I know. Yeah, she,
Yeah, she's
She's
actually better
excited.
for. She's better for it.
way better. You kidding me? People will listen when she talks.
That's true. That's true.
If you do it, they're gonna be like, oh, only 5 minutes of dick jokes, and then we'll not
Yeah.
pay attention to the actual.
Why is he
vow.
talking about traffic for
Right.
5 minutes?
It's really sweaty, isn't
That's
it?
a weird. That was a weird veer off.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you tip these people?
You know, people don't put enough air in their tires, and that's the real reason they're not efficient with their cars and get blowouts.
And then I'm done.
It's-
Okay, but AAA is a good thing. But now I'm done.
Everybody should get AAA.
Right.
Everybody should do it. Even if you know how to change a flat, you should
On
do
with
it.
the wedding.
Okay, where
On
were
with the
we?
wedding. Do
Where
you
were
have
we?
AAA? You guys have AAA, right?
The-
Do you guys
oh,
have insurance? You
Hold
have
on.
life insurance?
The ring bearer fell asleep. Son, you're gonna have to stand up. You know, no, not on your knee. Helmet's not a chair. Yeah, that'd be I like the New Orleans style where you get married small and then right after it you have like a huge party that's not formal.
Yes.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's pretty much the idea, I
Can I,
think.
can I
didn't
throw
really think about
another
it.
biggie at you for a wedding? We should just get a second line going. You know what that is? In New Orleans, you can hire like the second line marching band, and you get to go.
Love marching
You get to
bands.
go
How much
through.
does that cost?
You get to go through New Orleans and do, like
Who does?
the whole. I've done it twice in 2 weddings. Like they're like got married and then they walked right out into a marching band,
What?
and then you parade through the city. You should do that here.
I am. Yes.
It's so fun.
How could? Yes. How do we do that?
You just
Oh my
talk
god.
to Ybor City and be like, I'm going to hire a marching band. How can I go down? I only need like 10 minutes of this stretch of road.
But it doesn't need to be Ybor City. Like
should,
It's going to
though.
need to be wherever
You want-
the wedding is done.
And there you go. You get married in her old office.
That's where I got married the first time.
No, but I'm saying like,
You were not invited.
but what I'm saying is that second line thing, it turns into a parade wherever you are. You just want to have it where people,
I
there's a
want
lot
it.
of people
I
outside
want it. Yes, I want that for
because
sure.
they will instantly turn into a like a parade watcher. Like no one's like being a dick and trying to get in your second line or anything.
Well, where's the line of the who's allowed in that?
I mean,
The
it
people
just
in the
forms.
wedding,
Yeah, the whole wedding crew just starts.
everybody who went to the wedding.
Yeah, that's how
Okay.
I've done it with.
Okay, so outsiders are who you're talking.
But both times we didn't even know it was going to happen. It was just like
That is
It was so
legit
cool.
an awesome. That like I would lose my shit. I thought I would always say I'm gonna figure out a way to get a flyover for when my dad dies at his funeral.
Yeah.
he loves to fly by. Guy loves to fly by. So like
Jesus,
this
really?
is what I want. That's why that. Yeah, that's what I want at my funeral for doing funerals.
what'd you want?
Carry my body out into a second line,
Ooh.
which I just learned about today.
It's fun. I used to hate New Orleans. Now I love it, and that's one of the reasons. Like this, everybody who lives there just knows that's a thing. Like, but you could literally get a marching band to go out of wherever you get married, and just that will turn into a second line essentially.
Right.
And and people will fall be like yeah like your own
Yeah.
little Gasparilla
You know.
Mardi Gras.
You need a high school marching band. There's some around here.
Yeah, you need some people that are free Saturday night. I mean, most likely.
High school marching band.
Yep.
Like I said,
hmm
no offense.
Cheap labor.
Yeah,
You know,
the cheapest.
what you got to pay a couple $100 for
Who
them
wants
to show
to
up?
be an intern?
Right.
Every
Yeah,
single
make it a
person
contest.
in the band is an
Make it a
intern.
contest. Like, I know I paid the marching band, but this is a Squid Game.
Right. Yeah. Watch the first episode of that.
I couldn't get into it because that Narcos, like, oh, I have to watch and read subtitles. I second screen almost everything.
You're such
Sadly
a
now,
gringo.
but I second screen everything now, so it's like I'll have TV on, but I'm kind of always half watching now.
Yeah, I'm same way. But we got stuff to do, you know.
Yeah,
Work to do.
yeah. Well, this was an episode.
This was a podcast.
I want to get that clip out and push it out.
What?
You proposing, you ding dong, you stupid.
Well,
You
I forgot that I had
stupid.
like music going in the background too.
What is a quiche?
Crimson and Clover.
What is a quint?
What?
It's Rosie Perez and
Oh,
White
yeah.
Men Can't Jump.
Yeah. Quince.
Billy, the Stookie Brothers.
Yeah. Dude, I can't even pull one fucking Rosie Perez from White Man. I can't pull any White Men Can't Jump.
It became like an
Lines,
inside
actually.
joke at with some of my roommates I used to live with. So,
So they're pretty, happy about it right now.
yeah, they're pretty pumped. Except they don't know how to find a podcast.
All right, yeah.
Alrighty, well, fuck Joe Biden. That's
Whoa,
been it. What?
right out?
I thought we were gonna chant "fuck Joe Biden."
I'm gonna
fuck
go.
Joe Biden, because that's like a thing in
Oh.
college football stadiums now. Now it's leaking into everywhere.
Really?
Music concerts, yeah. The fuck Joe Biden chant.
Whoa,
You haven't heard about that?
that's intense. No.
Definitely college football games, every game.
I don't know. I haven't watched college football in a long time.
But yeah, I only see it on Instagram, just people reposting it.
Oh, I think there was something on Instagram I had to show you privately.
Oh, okay.
Real gross. No.
DM it. Put in my secret DMs. All
Okay.
right, that's it. Bye.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?